Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Nameless in the middle of Yuri's room. I don't even know. Actually, we're getting close to. Hold on, I really hate when I swear to God, I blink at my phone and it like jumps up. The thing. We're still in. Are we in the invitation chapter? Did we switch chapters? I think we are, but we haven't got any choices yet. Huh. Anyway, we still have like 3 more bad endings to go too. We still have like a bunch of chapters, so we're gonna be here forever. I'm just kidding. It's all good. Anyway, lady over here.
Ah! Don't push!
The daily war has started again. I'll get to miss this when I graduate. I stood far from the counter by myself and was thinking about the far future. Huh? What are you doing here? I turned and saw a familiar face. I have no idea who it is. Oh. What are you doing here? I don't understand why they can't just say Red, why it has to be like such a mystery. Like, why do you do that? Oh, Red, are you here for lunch? Yeah, how about you? Did you eat? Oh, I was about to eat now, but I don't think I can. The cafeteria was about to explode. I found myself sighing. I see. Can't they build another cafeteria? Honestly, it's like this every time. I agree. It's more about the space than the budget. There's no space in this academy to build another cafeteria. Yuri came and stood behind us. Okay, so it was Yuri. See, I hate that. I want to know who it is so I can read the right voice. Hey, my honey. I see you've arrived on time this morning since you're in one piece. Oh, Mr. Yuri, are you planning to jump into the cafeteria war? No, I don't like junk food. I was just passing by today. But can you stand here like this? Huh? I saw the school nurse going somewhere before I came here, and he asked me about you. He asked me if I knew where you were, saying he didn't see you in the classroom. Oh, right! Completely forgot. I was supposed to watch the infirmary when he left for his blind date. To be more exact, I was supposed to watch Beatrice. I forgot. No need to thank me for reminding you. But where is he going? He looked fancy. I don't know. I evaded. Mr. Eugen didn't tell me to keep it as a secret, but it was his personal business, so I didn't want to blab about it. Are you talking about that skeleton maniac? Why? What was he wearing? Red turned to Yuri like a friend, as always. I hurriedly looked around. Thankfully, the cafeteria was too hectic for anyone to notice. Yuri didn't care about it, too, and answered. He was wearing a suit. He actually looked normal today. Normal? The word really doesn't suit him. Red looked as if he couldn't even imagine. He actually looks good if you see him in person. Huh? You saw him too? But good. I really want to see. Where did he go? I don't know the exact details, but I just thought if Mr. Eugen dressed up like that every day, he might be able to compete with Mr. Yuri. What a funny joke. Just because he wears a suit doesn't mean he can obtain the aura of someone born to be a god like me. I can barely handle myself. I am God's masterpiece itself. Here we go again. Yuri's favorite thing to say. Don't you remember what the commander said? He told you to stop showing off at the academy. Showing off? This is as normal as breathing to me. Are you telling me to stop breathing? Of course, a commoner like you would never understand. I don't know what that has to do with breathing, but I'm not a commoner. I'm a warrior with great powers. A great warrior? Why don't you take care of your looks first? You two please stop. I'm here too, you know. Two boys who look like they've just come out of TV are bickering about who's better. This is just torture. As a plain maid, I will now go run my errand. My honey, what are you talking about? My honey is blessed by the gods like I am. I can guarantee my honey's loveliness. I don't need more lip service. Ooh, crap, I didn't mean to click that button. I don't need more lip service. I know well how plain I am. I'll head off. I have to follow Mr. Eugen's orders. I say bye to both of them and head to the infirmary. I thought I heard the two tell me something, but I couldn't hear them properly due to the noise in the cafeteria. Come to think of it, I'm surrounded by enormous people like Soy, Shinbi, and those boys. Am I the most plain among all of them? I felt a bit bitter. Maybe I was made to run errands or be a maid. Well, it's nothing new. Oh, Mr. Eugen will be back. Let's hurry to the infirmary. Ugh, my whole body hurts from going through all that in the morning. I'm glad I'm early. I want to rest. I sat at my desk and looked around. The room was a mess from hurrying out in the morning. All the drawers I opened to find my socks were still open. My clothes were scattered all around the place. Offered to help me clean up, but I refused. Although we live in one house, I never want them to see this mess. Let's finish cleaning this weekend and just take care of the big things for now. I organized whatever came into my hands and cleaned the room. Oh, what do I do with all these? I look at the pile of shopping bags beside my bed. I can't return them now, but I can't really wear them. I picked up one of the shopping bags. It was a blouse Yuri said was pretty. But Yuri said it looked good on me, but this doesn't suit someone plain like me. It would look good on someone like Soy or Shinbi. But I didn't want to belittle myself, but it was true. Thinking about it will only make me gloomy. I've been becoming conscious of my looks a lot these days. I shook my head and tried to get rid of those thoughts. Let's just finish cleaning up. I went back to cleaning my room. Huh? I hear something tapping the window. I opened the curtains and looked outside. Wow, it's dark. The sky was completely covered with rain clouds. And surprisingly, at that moment, it started to rain. What's with the rain all of a sudden? It's raining hard. And seeing the clouds, it looks like it'll rain for a while. Oh, do they have umbrellas? I felt worried and texted everyone. Does everyone have an umbrella? ? And send button. All right. T replied first. Hey, you're coming pretty late. Are you okay? Yeah, don't worry. I never look at her phone to know. Does everyone have an umbrella? The manager's lending me one. Yinho's with me too. Oh, look. Did you enjoy your muffin, my baby bird? Oh, he had to say baby bird. Oh, my poor baby bird. Oh, that's not nice, Yuri. That hurt my feelings. Don't make me throw up the muffin I ate. I hate you. What a passionate response. I miss you, honey. Anyways, where are you? Haha. Well? Does everyone have an umbrella? He hasn't replied yet. Master, what are we going to do about the nickname? The girls keep talking about it during lunch. Whatever happens, don't worry, Yinho. Cheer up, Master. Okay. Wow. Red and Lance never text us. Oh, all right. Yinho can share T's umbrella. Master, I'm at Banjul with some friends and drinking tea. Do you want to come? Yinho's text followed. He's asking me to come to Banjul. Ugh, I can never go. It's only been a couple of days since people stopped calling me the maid. I don't want people to misunderstand again. Red's reply came soon. Drama Club president says he'll lend me one. Saved. I smiled at Red's emoticon. Come to think of it, Red was completely focused on preparing for the festival with the drama club. I think he said the play was an action hero story. Anyways, I'm glad Red borrowed an umbrella too. Now, T, Yinho, and Red are fine. How are Lance and Yuri? While I was thinking, Lance texted me back. I packed an umbrella after reading the weather report yesterday. Oh, Lance, you're so fucking smart. It was so Lance. It was just a text, but I feel like I could see his face. He's like, why are you asking, Jesus? I can imagine him looking annoyed. Since I talked with Lance, Yuri's the only one left. I'll wait a bit more, and if I still don't get a text, I'll call him. I sat on my bed for a while and looked at the shopping bags. The window shook at the heavy raindrops. I think there's wind now. The window reflected my worried face. All right. I called Yuri. I dialed, but he didn't pick up. The day was getting darker. What should I do? We're going to take an umbrella to Yuri. Yeah. Take an umbrella. I might be worrying too much, but it's better than staying anxious at home. I grabbed the extra umbrella at the front door and left the house. Of course, there'll be a lot of girls willing to lend him an umbrella, but yeah, just in case. I stepped out into the windy rain. I ran to the bus station, fighting through the heavy rainpour. It was still raining cats and dogs, and I could barely see because of it. I barely got on the bus, but the road was slippery, so it arrived at the academy later than usual. My clothes got wet despite the umbrella, but I didn't mind at all. I was too worried about Yuri. I only hear silence at the academy. There was no one on the playground. I guess everyone's at home now. I went through the silent playground and entered the building. Yuri would probably be in the music room, right? Huh, the door's open. The hallway was very dark because of the clouded sky, so the fluorescent lights peeping through the door of the music room seemed to be much brighter than usual. Thank God, Yuri must be in the music room. I'm glad we didn't miss each other. I slowly opened the door. Yuri? I abruptly stopped while calling his name. Oh. Yuri was wearing his glasses and playing the piano while staring at the sheets. But he's not wearing his glasses. We're supposed to stay still, I'm 99% sure. I just want to double check. Yes. The beautiful melody rang through the music room. It's so beautiful. Rain was pouring outside, but this felt like a completely different world. I felt like I just moved through dimensions like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Yuri kept stopping mid-play to jot down something on the sheets. He's writing music. I've never seen him so focused on something. In my mind, Yuri was always the one to play mean jokes, and he always laughed at my responses. So the Yuri I'm seeing right now felt so strange. And my heart's beating fast for some reason. Seeing him like this, I thought he really is a mature man. I remember the day I purchased Yuri. They said he's the adult doll that will become the perfect man for every woman. They were correct. Yuri checked his notes and suddenly raised his head. Huh? Honey, when did you come? The melody stopped. Yuri took his hands off the keys and looked at me surprisingly. But the sound was so pretty. I felt bad to see him stop playing, and I approached Yuri. I worried because you didn't take my call. Call? Oh, sorry. I didn't hear because of the piano. Yuri took out his phone from his jacket. I have a text. Oh, and a missed call. You're the one who gave me the phone so we can contact each other easily. Now you're the one that's hard to reach. Sorry, but what's up? Did you suddenly miss me? What are you still doing here? The exams are coming up and I was preparing mine. Oh, right, darling. We can't stay alone like this. We are student and teacher. Yuri backed away and said, but he still didn't forget to give me a wink. People might misunderstand if we're alone here, since the exams aren't far off. I welcome being misunderstood with my honey for something else, but not for leaking the exam questions. So, is that why you're barely a step away from me and giving me a wink? Anyways, I realized Yuri wasn't being serious and gave him a disapproving look. Why are you playing the piano if you're preparing the exam? You want to quiz us on composing? I'm just taking a break to freshen up. The piano enriches my mind. You know how to play the piano? Of course. You forgot? I was chosen by the music god. Yuri said confidently. I felt like there were many things I still don't know about Yuri. I looked around the dark music room. But do you know it's pouring outside? Did you bring an umbrella? I knew it was raining. It's this dark. Yuri grinned, completely ignorant of how much I worried. Did you come here because you were worried I might get caught in the rain? Yuri approached me with his usual smile. He looked happy for some reason. I lost words at his attitude. What are you talking about? I was just passing by. Passing by? At this hour? Really? That's... All right then. But isn't that an umbrella you're holding in your hands? Oh. I looked at my hands and saw each of them clutching onto a small umbrella. One of the two was the one I used on my way here, so it was dripping wet, and the other was the one I brought for Yuri. I was startled and stuttered at being caught red-handed. Actually... My honey's cute even when she lies. I must have worried my darling. I'll try to take the calls right away now. Yuri smiled with his eyes. He pretended to take the umbrella but took my hands. Let me go! I ended up shouting to hide my embarrassment. Ugh, so embarrassing. The place Yuri touched feels hot for some reason. Your face is red. How cute. Now, I'll stop teasing you, so sit here. Wasn't it difficult coming here? Yuri led me to the piano chair. As he took out a couple glasses from the equipment cabinet near the door, Yuri skillfully opened the small thermal bottle on the piano. The cup was steaming. Oh, this is... Steam warmed my body, and at the same time I smelled a familiar scent. The scent was familiar. This is... Oh, you know. Yeah, it is. It's Secret Garden. Yuri handed me a glass. Here, drink while it's hot. It'll warm your soaked body. Yuri sat beside me on the piano chair. My cold body slowly warmed up. Is it because of the hot tea? Or is it because of Yuri sitting beside me? I sipped the tea and glimpsed at Yuri beside me. Were you drinking this the whole time? Carrying it in a thermal bottle? Since when? Darling, I can only answer one question at a time. But first, drink up before it gets cold. I didn't get any answers and just sipped my tea. Ah. The warm drink flowed down my throat and spread warmth throughout my body. And I did feel a bit embarrassed about asking so many questions all at once. Yuri was quietly staring at me. You look cute. What? When I was about to raise my head at his voice, something wet touched my cheeks. Smooch. I like how it says smooch. Ah! I quickly backed away from Yuri. I felt like my face was on fire. I was startled and the cup in my hands shook. Whoa, be careful, miss. Thankfully, Yuri held me and stopped the hot tea from spilling. As I stammered with my face all red, Yuri started laughing. Sorry, I couldn't help myself when you were being so cute. You scared me. Don't joke around. I almost spilled the tea. I used the tea as an excuse. I kept thinking how Yuri kissed my cheek. Sorry. Were you that surprised? He's kissed your ear before. I mean, good lord. I strangely calmed down after seeing Yuri laugh it off. I quickly changed the subject. But more than that, I didn't know you liked Secret Garden this much. You must really like this scent. Yuri made a strange face at what I said. My honey, you can't misunderstand. What? Of course I like this tea, but that's not why I like to drink it. Then why? Because my darling gave this to me. That's why I like this more. Of course, I don't like that it's from Mama T's cafe. Yuri opened the eyes he closed for a while. This is the first gift darling gave to me. It's very special for me. Really? He must get gifts from his colleagues and students all the time. Does he mean what he just said? And he's saying tea leaves are special when he rides an incredibly expensive limousine. Couldn't help myself and finally asked Yuri. I'm not the only one who gives you gifts. You must get much better gifts from other people. That's true, but what my honey gives is special. Yuri and I caught eyes. I want to ask why it's special. I want to know why he says only the gifts I give are special. But his face was right in front of mine and I just felt too embarrassed to ask. I decided to leave before I started feeling more weird. Then I'll get going. I'll leave the umbrella here, so use it when you come back. I put the cup on the piano and tried to hurry and leave, but Yuri grabbed my arm. Wait, you're just in time. I had something for you. Something for me? Yuri took out a piece of paper from his jacket. Nameless performance. Ooh. Daydream Lance. That's what it says for the guitar. Daydream Lance. Yuri took out a piece of paper from his jacket. What is this? See for yourself. It's a ticket for a club concert. Ticket? Why are you... Concert is this weekend. Yuri's name is clearly printed on the ticket. That's what he's been doing. That's why I was wondering, like, he obviously have a second job, so I'm wondering if, yeah. We should have assumed, obviously, the whoring thing would have been kind of true for Yuri, but I figured he had a second job, so his second job is he's obviously been in a band this whole time. That's kind of cute, actually. And it makes sense. He is a drummer, after all. And what's more, he was listed as the band's drummer. Are you performing? Yeah, it just happened. Remember what I said during last class? That I'll give extra credit if you go to a music concert? I'll give this ticket to you, so come see the show if you don't have anything else. I didn't have anything else, but I was flustered at the sudden suggestion. Concert? And you playing the drums? It's not good to get that surprise to see a piece of paper with my name. You might actually faint when you see me actually playing. Yuri smiled and stood up. As Yuri stood up, I had to raise my head to look at him. Yuri instead looked down to stare at me, and he gave me his usual smile. You remember the clothes we bought before? Wear that. I'll look forward to it. I'll play for my princess that day. Be pretty for me. Yuri's eyes were kind. I ended up avoiding his gaze, feeling embarrassed. I don't know. I might make it, and I might not. You are a shy girl. Oh no, look at the time. I still have work to do, so you go ahead first. Yuri looked outside the window. The cloudy sky was darker now. It's dark already. It might be dangerous for you to go by yourself. Do you want to wait for me until I finish? Yuri suggested. It wasn't a big deal, but I felt like I was being seduced. What's happening to me? Be seduced. It'll really get weird if I stay with him any longer. I refused adamantly on purpose. No, it's not completely dark anyways. I'll head back. Good luck with finishing, and don't be too late. I put the ticket in my pocket and picked up my umbrella. Then I'll go. All right. Be careful. When I opened the door, I heard Yuri's voice behind me. Princess, I'll see you this weekend. I closed the door without looking back. If I had looked back, he'd have seen my red face. I closed the door and checked the ticket in my pocket again. A band concert. When did he practice? Maybe... I remembered he went out often these days. And every time he was... I don't know. I tried to calm myself down as I went back home. It was late, so all the boys were already back. I came back to my room and sat at my desk. Let's see, what happened today? I wrote in my diary as always. First, I wrote about that weird lunch I spent with Beatrice. And I wanted to write down about Yuri and Secret Garden, but for some reason I couldn't move my pencil. Ugh. Before I knew it, my face got red. I feel too embarrassed to even write it down. In the end, I closed my diary and took out the ticket I put in the desk drawer. I checked multiple times already, but the drummer's name is Yuri. Is Yuri really playing that day? I'll play for the princess that day. Be pretty for me. It's not because Yuri's playing that I want to go. I've never seen a club show before. And it is a free ticket, so... I feel like I'm listing excuses. But be pretty. How do you be pretty? I look at myself in the mirror. Unfortunately, my face looks the same. It's so plain. My eyes naturally went toward the clothes and shoes Yuri bought. Should I wear those? There's no one to answer my question. In anime shows, the girl in this situation usually shouts makeup and magically transforms into a beauty. Wait, makeup? Come to think of it, Yuri bought me makeup at the department store. He didn't. He said he wanted to go with you, but he didn't go. He said I didn't need it, saying my skin was like milk or something. But he bought some for me anyways. I rummaged through the shopping bags and found the makeup. How do you use this? I have to know what it is first. The hell are you? Woo! Drummer Yuri! This woo! A few days later, the weekend. Today's the day of Yuri's band show. I left home early so the other boys wouldn't notice. I'm sort of embarrassed to let them see me like this. I turned on my phone and checked a text. Come to the waiting room when you get here. I'll attach a map. Oh, look, we look so cute. With our little bangs pushed to the side with our little clip, we look like a fucking, 14-year-old schoolgirl now. We just younged ourselves down. I was walking while staring at my phone when I suddenly lost my balance and stumbled. It's my third time stumbling today because my heel got caught in the sidewalk block. Some girls run in these. I respect them. I realized after wearing high heels that being pretty demands a huge price. It really fucking does, let me tell you. High heels aren't fashion. They're torture. You just need to know how to walk in them, bitch. Sorry. Learn to walk in them if you're gonna wear them. There is nothing I hate more than watching those little twig bitches. I mean, seriously, the littlest, most petite women ever wearing heels and just practically run falling down the halls because they just can't keep their balance and they just, run because they're leaning, it looks ridiculous. Girl, don't. No. No. You gotta be able to wear heels. And actually, I mean, I wear 6-inch platform heels fucking every day to work. And everybody's, I don't know how you wear those. Because they're really not 6 inches. Because the platform is a couple, so they're really not, they're well, I mean, yeah. They're normal size heels, they just seem bigger because you got a platform. That's the ticket. You can wear sky-high heels if you have a platform. Those ones that are 5-inch heels with no platform, those ones is I don't think my calf muscle stretches that way. Those feel awkward. Those ones are hard to walk in, but Those heels were kitten heels, goddammit. My sneakers have a bigger heel than that shit. She should be able to walk in them. I'm sorry. You gotta practice in heels, man. High heels aren't fashion, they're torture. I strengthened my legs and walked forward again. Today, I wore not only heels, but also the dress Yuri bought me. The way it fluttered every time I walked bothered me. Should I have just worn my usual clothes? But it was already too late to turn back. She looks way too young to be going to a band concert. It's the little clip in the hair. It really is. Oh, my legs. It was so hard to walk in these heels since I wasn't used to them. Is it here? The entrance was a path that led to the basement. Never been in a place like this. I'm a bit scared, but let's just go in. I confidently walked to the entrance. Cool, new background. Look at everybody else. They're like all cool, and we're like, hi, I look like I'm 12 and I'm going to the brownie meeting. Jesus. I went down the path and found a dark space with subdued lights. There are a lot of people here already. Look at us. It's the little flower clip with the high collar, and like everybody else is wearing like backless shirt. We do not fit in here. We do not fit in here at all. I was wearing a girly dress, but there were a lot of people who showed a lot of skin, unlike me. This is a bit uncomfortable. I now think I may have chosen the wrong place rather than the wrong clothes. I don't think I fit well here. I felt nervous, but I couldn't just run away now. I picked up a pamphlet at the entrance. Drum, Yuri. I realized again after seeing the name on the pamphlet, Yuri is really performing here today. I bet we still have our text from Yuri. Yeah. Come to the waiting room when you get here. I'll attach a map. I again checked the text Yuri sent me this morning. He told me to come to the waiting room. I opened the file that showed where the waiting room is. I looked at the map and headed towards the waiting room. Oh my, that little girl must be here by herself. Look at her wobble. She must be uncomfortable in the heels. So adorable. The girls around the waiting room saw me and whispered. I see their fancy makeup and tight, short skirts. Their clothes barely covered their skin. As they came close, the strong perfume scent made my head hurt. Hey, are you a fan? You're pretty cute. Hey, don't tease her. Who are you here to see? Handsome Haz or Sexy Yuri? Unfortunately, the band members don't see anyone before the show. I was a bit mad that they treated me like a child. They sensed it but laughed again, saying I was cute. I hardened my face and turned around, ignoring their questions. I headed back to the venue. Why did he tell me to come to the waiting room if he won't meet anyone before the show? Because he won't meet anyone but you. Oh my god. Text him. So I'm gonna come to the waiting room, but there's crazy bitches out here that say you won't meet anyone. Jesus Christ, girl. I'm a bit pissed. I hated Yuri more as I almost tripped a couple times while walking toward the venue. A few moments later, the lights turned off and the show started. I mean, at least you have eyeballs. None of these bitches have eyes. And this guy's head is completely backwards. That is scary! Like, we can't tell this girl could be standing sideways. These are literally, this is his shoulder, this is his back. Your head should not be able to turn 3/4. It's not even totally, it's not sideways. He is almost like, no, no, that's creepy, man. That guy has got some problems. He's a demon wearing hell. When did I start playing Bad Apple Wars again? It feels like. Wow. Is that really Yuri? The show was much more amazing than I expected. The flashy electronic sound mixed with the colorful lights and hit my ears. Wait, what? As the audience roared louder, I barely kept myself sane. And on the center of the stage sat Yuri. I didn't know anything about drums, but even I could tell that his playing was great. The audience roared madly at his fluid drumming and fast, exact beats. When the song reached its climax, I could barely see the sticks in his hands. When did he learn all that? Hello, he was made that way. This is amazing. I roared with the audience. Before I knew it, I became part of the audience and cheered for the band. The show continued for an hour. Yuri was soaked in sweat, but he never looked tired and finished playing fantastically. I was never interested in music, so I never knew drums were so cool. Fangirl. I felt as if Yuri's drumming was holding the whole band together. And when the show was finally over, people were hanging around the venue, still caught up in the heat of the show. My heart is still pounding. I feel a bit out of breath from cheering so excitedly. I can feel my heart beat fast. I'm so glad I came today. I kept on replaying the show in my mind, unable to control my overflowing emotions. I was a bit scared when I first came in, but I'm so glad I got to see this awesome show. I heard someone's voice from behind. A man I've never seen before was looking at me. Huh? Was he talking to me? I was watching you and I noticed you were alone. Did you come here by yourself? The man was wearing fancy accessories and sort of looked like a celebrity from TV. I suddenly lost words at the unexpected situation. Why is a stranger talking to me? Stranger danger! What is this? What's going on? You're cuter when you're flustered. Cuter? Me? It's the first time I've heard something like that from a stranger. Is he hitting on me? As I looked intimidated, the man smiled and approached me. No need to get nervous. I'm not a bad person. Why don't we go for a cup of coffee? My honey, here you are. Oh, never been so relieved to be rescued by Yuri, right? I was startled at someone suddenly grabbing my shoulder. Hi. My honey. You know Yuri's voice and you know it's him. As that someone almost hugged me, I widened my eyes and looked to the side. I just think it's funny. He's wearing his normal outfit and sunglasses. His work glasses. Sweetie, you could have put on something different for me. I would have loved that. Yuri needs a different outfit. That's all I'm saying. You came. You're so pretty today. I'm going to fall for you again. It was Yuri who suddenly appeared and grabbed my shoulders. Yuri? Yuri didn't let go of me and stared at the man in front of us. You're the drummer? You must have some nerves to hit on my girl at a concert venue. She was so beautiful, I had no clue. My honey is indeed beautiful. I was caught in between them and just listening and my face turned red at what Yuri said. What is he saying right now? You must be busy. I'll get going. Show was awesome today. The man bowed in a hurry and ran out of the venue. But the strange man called us pretty too. There's always one or two of those little boys. Well, I should keep my eye on you all the time now. Yuri clicked his tongue and frowned. He didn't seem like a bad person. Oh no, my honey. All men except me are bad people. The look on her face like, fucking seriously? You included, Yuri. Yuri said confidently. Yeah, all right. Anyways, how's the show? Yuri looked down at me and asked. He looked excited like a child. He looked like he expected a certain answer, and I willingly gave it to him. Oh, yeah, you were so awesome. I've never seen you like that. When did you prepare for it all? I told him truthfully and complimented him. I didn't know Yuri would be that good at drumming. It was so cool. Well, I've never seen Yuri sweat this much. At that moment, I remembered the time when he told me he took a shower before coming home because he had sweated too much. Was he practicing then too? You should have called other girls. Your fan club would have gone crazy. Well, I didn't really want to. I just wanted you to see me like this. Yuri said in a meaningful voice. At that, my heart began to beat fast again. Yuri, I might misunderstand if you say that. Oh, Yuri! Who's this girl? Oh my god, look at her clothes. She's so girly. She's like a doll. So cute. A couple of girls who looked like band associates smiled and approached us. I mean, they're not really being mean. They're just like, oh my god, she's so cute. Slightly condescending, but say hi. This is my honey I'm living with right now. What? Really? Are you for real? Yuri, you have a lot of fans here. Watch out. I have nothing to watch out. It's true. Oh, pretty manly. But she looks a bit too young, don't you think? How sneaky. The women smiled and teased Yuri. I was caught in between their conversation. I felt flustered and waved. Oh, it's nothing like that. Yuri, why did you say that? They'll misunderstand. She must be flustered. It's fine, relax. But what's up? You've never left the backstage after a show. I was so surprised when you suddenly said you were going to the audience floor. I told you, I've invited a special guest today. That guest was this girl? I don't know what's what, but I'm going to ask you about everything later on, so be prepared. I feel scared every time you say that. I see some fans over there coming to you. What do you want to do? We're going to the after party. You want to join? Of course we won't give you alcohol. Since you are here, should we go together? I look up and stare at the women. They were tall and slim, and they even looked relaxed. Their faces had sharp features, so they didn't need makeup to stand out. Anyone passing by would turn around to look at them again. They feel like Yuri. I saw Yuri standing with them. They were the perfect group. I felt like I peeked into a world I wasn't allowed in. My feet and the heels suddenly hurt. I felt like I was wearing something that didn't fit me, just like me standing here. I forced a smile and said, "Thanks for inviting me, but I have to be somewhere." I wanted to get out of this place as soon as possible. I feel like the audience is mixing with the celebrity. I kept on thinking that I don't fit in. Why am I suddenly feeling this way? Sorry, Yuri, I'll head out first. The two looked sorry to see me go, and Yuri looked a bit flustered. Are you really going? Oh, wait a moment. Yuri said that and hurried backstage, but I didn't wait for him and hurried out of the venue. I felt like suffocating. Maybe it was because it was underground. I forced myself through the people wearing tight clothes and came up again. I didn't fit in with those people, and I wanted to escape fast. Amongst the loud noise of the city, I felt my heels click louder than usual. Every time I heard the heels click, I remembered how I tried my best to dress up this morning. I feel like it was all pointless. It hurts. I stopped walking and looked down at my feet. I think I scratched the back of my feet. They hurt. Why do they wear these uncomfortable things? I hated myself for waking up early to get ready and feeling excited about everything. Be pretty for me. If he hadn't said that, I wouldn't have dressed up this much. I always knew, but I really realized it today. I can't be a princess. Cinderella meets her prince in the fairy tale and becomes a princess, but being a maid suits me better. Let's just go home. I dragged my sore feet and headed back home. Wait! Wait for me! At that moment, I heard someone running behind me. I turned around at the voice hurriedly calling me. It was Yuri who was running towards me. Yuri? I didn't know where you were. Yuri stopped in front of me. He held onto his knees and caught his breath. He was sweating as much as when he was playing the drums. After finally catching his breath, he stood back up and looked at me. You told me to take the calls, but why didn't you take them? I was already tired from the show. I could barely run. At Yuri's words, I opened my bag and checked my phone. There were several missed calls. He must have called me as soon as I left. Oh, sorry. It was loud, so I couldn't hear. To be honest, I didn't hear it because I was thinking about something else. But didn't you say you were going to the after party? Why are you here? I thought he'd go party with those hot girls. Why is he here? I don't want to go since you weren't going. What? Yuri grabbed my arm. He must worry about me running off again. And he asked while still holding on to me, why did you just leave? You didn't seem to feel so good, too. Huh? I worried. What happened? I thought for a second. Should I tell him the truth? I hesitated but opened my mouth. We're supposed to say those girls earlier, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah. Those girls earlier... What? I was going to be honest. I didn't feel good because those girls earlier suited Yuri so well. Because I felt like it wasn't my place to be. But I couldn't tell him all this. Because I felt like I'd really feel pathetic if I say all this out loud. Why aren't you finishing? No, it was nothing. But are you sure you don't have to go back? Everyone must be waiting for you. Don't worry. They'll have fun without me. They won't even know I'm missing. No way. They came for you before. I forced my arm out of Yuri's grasp. If I hold on to Yuri like this, I'll end up troubling everyone else. I pretend to be fine and said, Go ahead. The hot ladies you love are desperately waiting for you. What? Yuri suddenly started laughing. I frowned. Why are you laughing when I'm this serious? Why are you laughing? It's just the hot ladies I love. Do you know how upset I was when you didn't come to the waiting room earlier? Oh, that's... I thought about how I should explain that. Should I tell him I actually went up to the door? I was thinking when Yuri opened his mouth, and he said the taboo word. Are you being jealous? What? I was so startled I stuttered. Yuri's smile got bigger to see me like that. To exaggerate a bit, he was grinning ear to ear. I mean, thinking about what you just said, and what you said before, I wondered if you were being jealous. Everything makes sense then. What are you talking about? I'm not. Don't misunderstand. If that's the case, I'd feel very happy. If you dressed up for me and are now being jealous, I'd feel like floating on clouds. What do you mean jealous? Don't delude yourself. All right, all right. Yuri smiled. I get it. So come here. Huh? Oh, look at his precious face! We're like, oh, I feel awkward. And he's like, oh, look at, he's so fucking pretty. Jesus. Yuri pulled my arm and hugged me in his arms. He then buried his lips on my forehead. People passing by stared at us. I might be looking because my face is too red. Yuri, people are looking. I was so glad you came to see me. I was able to perform better knowing you were looking at me. Yuri's voice rang on top of me. My heart pounded hard. Yuri said in a low voice, and you look really pretty today. I almost can't breathe seeing how pretty you are. I knew those heels would look good on you. Yuri looked really happy as he smiled. With that smile, I felt the soreness melt and disappear from my feet. I have no idea how many times I retouched my hair and replaced the hairpin this morning. Just a moment ago, I felt all that was pointless, but now I feel like I've just been compensated for all of it. Maybe that was what I wanted to hear from him in the first place. Did I make all that fuss in the morning because I wanted Yuri to say that I'm pretty? My heated face didn't cool down. While my face was heating up like that, Yuri kept on holding on to me. I know why my heart's beating this fast. Yeah, maybe I'm becoming more sure of my feelings. No way. I'm back. Ah, who are you? What? Heroin. Are you the heroine? What's wrong? Red's hand holding onto a bag of chips stopped in midair. What's wrong with him? Oh, Master, you're here. You know what was coming from the kitchen stopped just like Red. What? What's wrong with all of you? Did something happen? Did they invent a new freeze game or something while I was gone? I stared at both of them as they stood still in front of me. Hearing both of them scream, T walked out of the kitchen. And he looked a bit surprised. This is quite surprising. Did you have a special occasion today? Huh? Did you go someplace nice? Oh, damn, I forgot. I was so caught up with thinking about Yuri, I completely forgot. I made sure the boys didn't see me this morning because I didn't want them to see me like this. After all that, I ended up just coming home like this like an idiot. And especially when everyone's home. Oh, this is, I caught eyes with Lance, who was coming out of his room. Those heels, they look uncomfortable. Huh? Why don't you take off those heels and hurry in? It looks like they hurt. Lance is really attentive. I nodded. Oh, yeah, I was just about to go in. I took off the heels in a hurry and went into the living room. I felt embarrassed to receive everyone's attention. I passed Lance quickly and headed to my room. That outfit doesn't suit you. You need something more. What? I looked at Lance, but he was already headed to the kitchen. I feel so relieved. I finally feel like I can breathe after taking off the uncomfortable clothes and shoes. My face felt fresh after I took off all the makeup. Is it really not for me? Like Lance said, these fancy clothes and heels might not suit me. I buried my face deep into my pillow. In the darkness, I remember Yuri playing the drums. The show was awesome enough to make my heart pound. I felt my heart beat fast just thinking about it. And I remember the beautiful girls surrounding him. Ugh. I felt my beating heart ache a bit. I turn around and look at the ceiling. I'm stupid. I don't know why I didn't know. Now, I might have just pretended not to know. But now I know for sure. Yes, this feeling. I like him. Yes, I like Yuri. She was like, I hate him. And it's perfect. Oh, my, Yuri, you're here by yourself. Where's that cute lady? She had to go home first. What a shame. She was so cute. What? What are you talking about, cute lady? Yuri invited a cute girl today. She was so fresh and adorable. Really? Hey, you never invited a girl to our show before. You should have shown her to me. I know, right? It's so unlike him. You know, just before he went down the floor area to tell off some guy who was hitting on her. Yuri, do you like that girl? What? Of course he likes her. You can tell from his eyes. He's been so preoccupied lately. How about her? Does she like you? But you can just let her go by herself. She kind of stood out. Yuri, you should prepare yourself for some competition. I thought you never did relationships. You were so nice to this girl and that girl, but you have a heart too, huh? I didn't know that before. Well, Yuri was born to be a bad guy. I hope she doesn't end up crying her heart out. A girl Yuri likes. What makes you like her? I like her. Yuri had no fucking, he didn't fucking know. He had no clue up until this point. He's like, oh my God. I know. You know what it is? It really is. The people on the outside are the ones who were like, oh my God, you're so in love with him. You're like, what? No, oh my God, you're right, I am. Shit. Oh God, look at your clothes. Leave that teddy bear and come here. Let's go buy some clothes. Ah, leave her be. She says they're comfortable, and you guys already filled her closet. But Dad, she looks like a boy. What would people think of us? God, our mom is such a tool. Her own will is more important than what other people think. Besides, she's too young to care about that. I heard most girls her age beg for dresses and hairbands every day, but she's not even interested in those things. I'm really worried. What if she's like that when she gets old? She has to care about how others see her. You know, I like that she doesn't care about what other people think. When you get old, you have no choice but to do so. I don't want her to go through all that now. Let the child be a child. And don't worry, as you said, she is a girl. When she finds someone she really likes, she'll become pretty even if you tell her not to. Hey, Yinho, good morning. As I came out to the living room, I saw Yinho in the kitchen preparing for breakfast. Oh, Master, I didn't wake you, but you woke up? Yinho spoke slowly for some reason. Yeah, I know I was a pain. I'll wake up by myself now so you don't have to come wake me up. Thanks for everything. Oh no, it wasn't a pain at all. But Master, I thought so yesterday, but you look different. Really? Yeah. How should I say you glow? Really? Thank you. I woke up early and tidied my hair and clothes. Everything was settled with what happened last night. I felt much better after acknowledging my own feelings. Beautiful people always gather around him. Before, I didn't like comparing myself with them. But now I've decided to think differently. I don't want to lose to them. Besides, Yuri wants me to be pretty. I wanted to adjust myself for him. Suddenly I remember what Yuri told me yesterday. He told me I'm pretty. I can't forget what I felt when he told me I'm pretty. I was always plain. Now I'm still plain, and I can't change that. But I want to look pretty in Yuri's eyes. I don't care what other people think. I don't know if an ugly duckling can become a swan, but I should still try. I got up early to organize all the things in the shopping bags Yuri got for me. Today, I am reborn. Looking at Yinho's reaction, my morning effort must have paid off. I felt better. But where's Yuri? Oh, huh? Yuri? He said he had work to do, so he left early. Oh, and Lance went out with him for his discipline guide duty. Okay. He came home after I fell asleep yesterday, and today he must have gone out early. I don't like not being able to see him. But it's okay. I can see him when I go to the academy. I'm sleepy. What is this smell? Yellow, what are you cooking today? What? Red saw me as he came out of his room. Hey, Red. Oh, hey? I grinned and said hi to Red. Red slowly walked towards Yinho. Hey, Yellow, did something happen? What's wrong with her? What? What do you mean, what? You know, why is she suddenly so, what's the word? Anyways, why does she look so different? Well, but she looks nice, so isn't that enough? I like that Master's glowing. Don't you, Red? What? Of course I like... No! Hey, there's a reason why girls change like that all of a sudden. Started choking on his voice there. Everyone's up early. Hi. Hi, T. Good morning. I grinned and said good morning to T, too. You must be really happy about something today. Huh? You're grinning. I don't think I've ever seen you like this in the morning. Really? I feel the same. I guess I didn't smile that much because I was going through a lot emotionally these days. And I guess T was worried about me. I felt sorry for T, who always cared for me. Do you really have something to be happy about? Oh, nah. The weather's just too nice today. Oh, right. Let's hurry and eat. We can't be late. Is there someone waiting at the academy? Huh? No, it's nothing. T stopped asking. I looked at him, but he laughed it off again. I decided not to think about it. We ate the delicious breakfast Yinho prepared for us and hurried to the front door. She was... Okay, you know what's really funny? A couple of scenes ago, she was wearing her fancy outfit, not this one. And I saw it and I was like, wait, why did she, like, get up in the morning, put normal clothes on, eat breakfast, then to change into her uniform? That just seems stupid. You'd come rolling out in your fucking pajamas. Maybe throw a bra on. You know, that's about it. Oh, right! I ran to my room and grabbed a shopping bag. I found a pair of black shoes while organizing the shopping bags this morning. They weren't as high as the ones Yuri gifted me with, but they were higher than the shoes I normally wear. The cute round-toed Mary Jane shoes sparkled. The sleek toe and straps covering my feet looked elegant. I walked to the front door with the new shoes. The clicking sound of the heels made me feel good. Okay, good, I'm ready. Everyone looked at me strangely, but soon stopped. The bus was packed as always, but I didn't mind today. I actually feel more excited as I get closer to the academy. I saw Lance standing as the discipline guide in front of the gate. He was expressionless, as usual. I gathered up the courage to say hi. Lance, good morning! He's like, the fuck is wrong with you? He looked a bit flustered and scanned me head to toe. Is he... surprised? I smiled awkwardly and passed by him. I felt as if he continued to stare at me, but it was probably just me. Yeah, because you're like, hi, Lance, and he's like, you're saying hi to me in the morning? What the fuck? They're all like, what the... We're like, what? I'm totally normal. And they're like, no, girl, you went from, like, rolling out in, like, a ripped-up t-shirt and stained pants to, like, you wearing a ball gown now in the morning. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is this? I saw Soy and Shinbi chatting when I arrived at the classroom. Whew! Good morning, guys! What? What's wrong with the both of you? Soy silently stood up from her seat. She looked scary.
There are two things that I can never forgive in this world. First is an ugly boy, and the second...
Huh?
A bad friend. Who moves on to the next base without telling me?
Soy, why are your eyes so scary?
If you tell me the truth, I will kindly give you advice. Now, what is it?
What?
The way you look right now, you've met someone, right?
Someone?
No? Then do you have a crush on someone?
I instantly lost words at Soy's question. How can she be so exact? I felt flustered and stuttered. It's nothing like...
Don't lie! What's this fancy hairpin, huh? When did you buy this? Isn't this expensive?
I had it before. To be honest, I got it. But if I tell her that, she'll find out everything.
You're dressed up more than usual.
Soy, don't come near me. Wait! It's scary the way Soy reached out her hand. At that moment, Shinbi silently stopped Soy. As Shinbi softly pressed Soy's shoulder, Soy sat back in her seat. Yup, it's only Shinbi who can control Soy. Shinbi, thanks. No problem.
Well, I guess it might get better then.
Get better? What?
What do you mean, what? Your nickname, Miss Maid.
What? She's saying you look pretty. Shinbi interrupted Soy's words so I can understand, and she looked at me with kind eyes. My heart beat fast for some reason. You're pretty. Did something happen? What do you mean? I'm just more interested in these things. Is it weird? As I peered out for their reaction, Shinbi smiled. She then closed her eyes and said, No, you're cute. Nobody will be able to call you a maid now. Thump. At Shinbi's smile, my heart beat fast for some reason. Don't start pounding foolishly, heart. Oh, Shinbi. We might need to romance you. That'd be so fucking... She's not a doll that came to life. It actually would be kind of funny if they did that. Like, and one of your dolls is a girl that you can romance. God, I know why Shinbi's so popular. All the girls must have felt what I just felt. I felt others staring and turned around only to find several girls staring at Shinbi back with heart-shaped eyes.
Crush? Or do you really have a man?
Soy scanned me suspiciously. I told you it's neither. But what were you guys talking about before?
Changing the subject. All right. We were talking about the upcoming festival.
Festival? It's the festival after the exams. Soy told me the chick's going to read tarot cards. You mean Yinho? I knew Red was going to act in a play, but I never heard this before. Everyone, including Yuri and Yinho, were really enjoying their lives in places I couldn't see. I felt proud and a bit upset at the same time.
Our festival is famous as it is, but since we have the Hot 5 now, It'll be so crowded this time. Ugh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke.
Why? I thought you liked festivals.
I'm in the student government. I'll probably end up working the whole time. Ugh. I don't want to be president anymore. Shinbi, do you want to do it instead of me?
Nope. And I'm part of the student government too.
You're not really a vice president. You're always busy modeling anyway. Besides, you leave all the work to other girls.
Shinbi didn't refute and looked elsewhere. Well, to be exact, Shinbi doesn't exactly make the girls do the work. It's just that her fangirls volunteer to take care of the work for her. The way her fan club supports her, it's scary.
I'm okay with working, so I just hope the exams end soon. I hope thunder strikes the teacher's office tomorrow.
They'll still make you take the exams, though. So I clutched her head at what I said. Shinbi gently patted her on the back, as expected, and immediately felt the heart-shaped gazes come our way. And I immediately felt... That was so weird. It's lunchtime. The way back from the cafeteria felt longer than usual. Ugh, God. Is it because of the new shoes? My feet hurt a bit. I did manage to get my bread, but I failed to buy the milk with my uncomfortable feet. I don't even have water. Oh, the infirmary has a water fountain. Should I go get a cup of water? The infirmary is a place of fear for other students, but I've been there so often, it's like a resting place for me. Besides, as someone who likes dolls, I can kind of understand Mr. Eugen's weird taste. And I got used to seeing Beatrice, too. Sometimes I almost felt camaraderie with Mr. Eugen due to his strange tastes. I headed to the infirmary with those thoughts, but I soon stopped. Oh, come to think of it, my cup's in the classroom. Should I go back and get my cup? Thought for a moment and decided to head back to the classroom. Hey! Huh? A boy I didn't know talked to me. His face was familiar. Oh, he's the boy Soy made a fuss about being cute on the first day of school. Oh! We brush our hair a little bit and all. She's like, I just parted my hair a little bit different and put a clip in, and they're like, so, what's up? You wanna like go steady and shit? What the fuck? Man! Boys be fucking nutters. Soy told me he was forgotten a bit because of the Hot Five, but... Oh, wait. Soy told me he was forgotten a bit because of the Hot Five, but added he's still popular among the girls. And I heard he had a good personality, too. I think his name is Flower Boy. Flower Boy. His name is Flower Boy? Can we just take a second here and just... Flower Boy? Is that his nickname? Your name's Flower Boy, right? No. Oh. Oh, wait. I'm just making sure that we don't... Okay, we're in the Cinderella chapter. Okay, we don't get till the end. We have to worry about our save. Hey, my name's Flower Boy. I saw earlier that you tried to buy milk. Here, take this. I'm gonna guess that his name was not really Flower Boy and they translated this badly. Is there a kind of flower that, like... I can't imagine his name is actually Flower Boy. He has got to have a different name that just did not translate properly. The boy handed me strawberry milk. Huh? Is this for me? Why are you... Oh, I saw that you bought these often. You like strawberry milk, right? It's Shinbi who likes strawberry milk. So I ended up buying it often when I go to the cafeteria. Here you go. Then I'll get going. See you next time. Flower Boy forced the milk carton into my hand and disappeared. Wait! I didn't even say thanks. I stood there spacing out for a while. I had bread in one hand and strawberry milk in another. What's this? I heard people around me whisper, but they didn't laugh at me or call me a milkmaid, or call me a milkmaid, call me a maid like they did before. I heard words like I'm jealous, me too, among the whispers. Jealous? A cute boy just gave me milk! Wait, and the teacher wants to have sex with me. Wait, I'm just really confused of what to do now. You've all been floating on clouds because of the festival, but please remember the exams are next week. Don't cram the night before to prepare for it. The homeroom teacher ruined our day and left the classroom.
Shinbi, make me a time machine. Let's go to the future when the exams are over so the festival can start right away.
Me too. Let me in too. I'd like to make you one, but I have a photo shoot next week, so I'm busy.
You're a celebrity, huh? I wish I had my future set too. You don't have to care about studying then.
Huh? Shinbi, you're going to continue modeling? Yeah, but it's not completely set yet. Sh- sh- this is supposed to be Soy. I got really confused because, like, she got... Wait, what? And I'm so confused.
She got an offer from her agency last week to officially become one of their models.
I'm still talking about it with my parents. Shinbi said calmly. She's the same age as me, and yet she seemed so mature. Wow, that's so cool. I do like what I'm doing now, but I want to consider it more carefully. Wow, that's so awesome. So you're going to be famous. She's already kind of famous, if you think about it. For some reason, I felt excited to think someone I know might become famous. Is she going to be on TV or on magazine covers? Not really. I'm just a beginner. I have to practice and receive a lot of lessons if I really want to be on the runway. Runway? That's so cool, Shinbi. I hope it works out. Good luck. Thanks. Shinbi gave me a small smile. I think I heard small gasp at that smile. Maybe I heard it wrong. But regardless, Soy looked indifferent and plopped down beside me.
I don't care about the runway, fame, or whatever. Shinbi's still the strawberry milk killer. I've known her forever, so I can't really feel it. Don't ignore me just because you become famous. If you change, I'm going to post every single embarrassing part of your past on the internet.
My embarrassing past?
You once got drunk after drinking 10 cartons of strawberry milk straight. You think I forgot?
You can't get drunk from drinking strawberry milk? Oh, you can get drunk from drinking strawberry milk?
Well, I won't go into the details. Anyways, Shinbi, you can never ignore a commoner like me.
This was somewhat ironic. Soy calls herself a commoner, but she's just as noticeable. She refused to be cast, but she has the looks of a celebrity. She's just as pretty as Shinbi is. I think I have great friends. Of course, it's not only their looks that's great, they just have a different style. Like, she's like the androgynous, beautiful, elfin kind of princess over here, and then she's like the glamorous, like, Cinderella princess. And we're like the cute waif. That's what we look like. We have like the adorable, cutesy face. I told myself I'd become a new person today, but I already feel discouraged. Will I be able to come pretty like them? I feel small again. Come to think of it, I still haven't met Yuri. I wanted him to be the first one to see how I've changed. What a shame.
All right, we're going to Banjul today. Want to come? Let's study for the exam together.
Banjul?
Yeah, let's go,
What should I do? Follow him to Banjul. It's not a him. We are supposed to say refuse. Oh, okay. We're supposed to refuse. Huh? Oh, sorry. I'll pass. I was still thinking of Yuri. I have to see him today, or everything I did to get ready this morning will become useless.
Does it have to do with why you dressed up today?
I know we're going over on time, but like I want to have like a nice part to end on. So he squinted at me. Oh, no. Anyways, I'll pass for today, so you guys go ahead.
Well, all right. But never forget you must still be good to your friends even when you get a man.
Soy pouted, felt a bit guilty, and left the classroom. Perfect place to stop. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here, and then we'll keep going in the next part. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.